Why do people care about YAM so much? That is the opening to one of the best articles I read this week, which was simple and short, but just logical and put things together for me about something that I hadn't really been thinking about, but it was kind of bubbling in the back of my head. So it's Hasu's article, Why YAM is a Nakamoto Scheme. And basically he says what should probably have been obvious to me, but it's all about the fair launch, right? And so this fair launch that has been, popularized by Bitcoin, and there's been a lot of myth making around that. And of course we know that that's not even true exactly, right? Satoshi mined a lot early. Theoretically, of course, the white paper had come out before the chain launched, but he was the only main miner, and then he actually had a mining, he had some mining work that he didn't publicly release. We find out from Sergio Damian Lerner this week. So even the Bitcoin fair launch, wasn't quite as pristine as it's made out to be by, the hardcore Bitcoin maximalists. And second, of course, he points out that plenty of people realize that they can make money on it because it is one of those complicated games where people are going to buy it, they're going to see people shilling it on Twitter, and then they're going to lose their money because it's a complicated game and they don't understand the rules, and the people that are shilling it do understand the rules, and so they're going to basically take all the dumb people's money. And of course, I think that part was fairly obvious, and there's no question about that. But I also just admired the article's intellectual honesty of saying that YAM is a Nakamoto scheme, which is to say, to quote, it's a game in which an early investor tries to exploit late adopters, but whose decentralized architecture sets them apart from traditional Ponzi's and pyramid schemes. Bitcoin itself is a Nakamoto scheme, and this has been aptly described in the bubble theory of money. The question is, will this bubble eventually stabilize or pop? Of course, I think people here know that I'm probably not the biggest fan of Bitcoin because it is not sustainable, but Bitcoin has stabilized for at least a while, right? So you got to give it that. YAM, the rebasing means that it can't possibly stabilize. So not likely to be money. And all of these, valueless meme coin, food group emoji things are not likely to be money. But at least it made it clear to me, and a couple of tweets also made it clear to me today, where I saw that people were saying things like, I would rather own this valueless thing with a fair launch than this valuable thing, something that actually has value, but where, VCs, are going to cash out on me. In some ways, I just think that is a strange state of the nascent industry that we are in right now. But if you believe in this industry, that it has a chance to be, a big deal, and the technology can be a big deal, then you just have to learn to grin and bear it. So that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.